Welcome back, everyone. This is Arafellin playing Magical Bring Our Korona the movie. Last time we finished out Act 1, which has established the basic premise of what's going on. Pretty much we introduced a lot of the recurring characters, and Korona and her friends have been invited to spend the rest of summer vacation at Noel's castle in the Demon Realm. We also introduced some conflict in the form of the fallen angel Belith, who is basically a little girl that Noel keeps soft-locked in the castle, supposedly because her cranks go overboard, but really because, being a fallen by angel by birth, she doesn't really have any place else. So it's more of a protective custody. But only Korona and Noel know that, because it's pretty much kept a secret from everyone else. So, they're getting ready to go on their trip, so here we are with Korona to begin. My voice.
We're off! Yay! It's the perfect weather for sightseeing.
Though we don't know how the weather will be over there.
Me and Yuka-chan go outside under a perfectly clear blue sky, bags packed with luggage in our hands. I'm super happy at the unexpected summer trip, like a scissors win.
Yeah, this is one of the weird things Korona does sometimes, is she'll use odd figures of speech that don't really make sense. The original line is Choki de katte cho happy, which is basically winning by scissors, super happy, but it's a rock, paper, scissors reference. I just have no idea why.
Super happy, la la la. Yo, hey babe!
Who are you calling babe? Please, calm down. If you get too caught up in the moment, you'll get stuck.
Tsubura-chan delivers that straight line with a somewhat stunned look. I'd been worried about whether she'd come, but she betrayed my expectations in a good way, and had been on standby since before noon. And overflowing with motivated fighting spirit besides. A hero heading off to save the princess carried off to the Demon Lord's castle. Or, not exactly, but there's no question her goal is Belith-chan. If Subaru-chan tries challenging the Demon Lord to battle and taking the imprisoned fallen angel back, I don't intend to stop her. No, actually, I'm hoping that does happen, and if it does, I'm thinking I might lend a hand. She's not approved of by either the heavens or the Demon Realm, but if she were here, Subaru-chan we could...
But why are you looking at me with a grin like that?
Just thinking Belith-chan's going to be awfully thrilled. Subaru-chan clams up with an awkward expression, her cheeks a bit red. Sheesh, she gets embarrassed so easily. While we were talking like that, I could hear Noel-chan and Mom's voices from the entryway. They're saying things like, well, take care. Mom's so strict she'd never let me go on a trip with just us girls, or so I thought. But once I told her the destination and members, she okayed it, no problem. I'm not sure whether it's because it's Noel-chan's castle, or because she trusts Yuka-chan and Subaru-chan, or because the Demon Lord had already brainwashed her. But since I'm always causing trouble for her, I'd like her to take this chance to kick back and take a breather.
Shall we be off then?
Finally, Noel-chan emerged from the entryway, and everyone was assembled. Now we're off to the Demon Realm!
Yes, around here will suffice.
Yeah. Here? But we're right near my house! Rubbing my butt where it hit the ground when I tripped up, I protested to Noel-chan. Hey, nobody would think a trip to the Demon Realm would be over in just 5 minutes. If this were a travel agency, it'd be a scam. Total fraud. A first-class setup.
The Demon Realm lieth in another dimension, and does not first breach the walls of space, any amount of walking meaneth not.
So saying, the small Demon Lord holds her hand to the apparently empty space before her. And then... a space like a black hole opened its maw. A dark abyss that swallows up even light itself. Inside it are countless squirming,
This is a gate to the Demon Realm. Now, enter.
No, No way! How are we supposed to go in something full of these floating eyeballs and stuff? I can't even tell what body parts they are.
I'm also hesitant. Going in here must take courage.
The other two make no move to step forward either. Or more like they can't. I'm not good with horror and splatter and stuff, but that's not even the problem here. It just looks too dangerous. You've always go through something like this?
And passes this knot canst not cross over space. All is well, there's nary a danger beyond its appearance. Starting to say fear not, but then this happens.
Come in.
Yeah, no way, no freaking chance!
I suppose I've little choice. How is this then?
Ah! The splattery space changed form to a vividly colored field of flowers in the blink of an eye. White and yellow butterflies dance, and I can hear small birds chirping.
Pass through ere it doth vanish. Follow me.
Noel-chan's small body disappeared into the space, and next Super the Valiant plunges in without hesitation. I'm kind of reluctant. Since the mass of flesh came out earlier, I'm finding it hard to take a step forward.
It looks okay. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Led by Yuka-chan's hand, I managed to set one foot into the space. No, it's just my imagination. I mean, look, it's full of flowers, with pretty butterflies flying, and birds chirping, too. Deciding the noise from underfoot hadn't happened, I take the other foot and... 1, 2... Past the gate, flowers are blooming. Pretty butterflies, chirping birds. Could it be I'm not through yet? But the ground is solid, and when I take a good look, it's artificially paved.
Welcome to the Demon Realm.
Demon Realm? This is the Demon Realm? It looks like a park somewhere.
A quick translation note. Demon Realm is Makai, which has a number of English rough equivalents. My first inclination in a lot of situations would be to go to Hell for Makai. It's a roughly similar concept, the world where demons live. And when I first translated this, I avoided that because I wanted to avoid religious kind of connotations. The thing is, in retrospect, especially with Korona 2, there are a lot of references to Christian literary tradition, so it would have made sense to say, yes, this is hell. But it doesn't seem very hellish. Anyway. Try looking to thy rear.
Huh? Still not quite able to grasp the situation, I turn around. And into my sight flew... Whoa! Awesome! What I saw first was a stone wall. It wasn't until I looked 90 degrees straight up that I realized it was a castle rampart. A western castle like you'd never see except in a world history textbook, at least in Japan. This is the first time I've seen a real one, but this overwhelming exterior is a bellyful on its own. And besides that, this isn't just any castle, it's a demon lord's dwelling. It has a real final dungeon feel. And we're, right around here? It looks like we're in a garden built on the castle outskirts. I'd never have thought we could make it to a place like this 5 minutes on foot from my house.
I might have linked the gate inside the castle, but it did seem more the proper thing to take you in through the gateway. I'm sorry, it seems to be reacting.
And, apologizing for something, Yuka-chan starts opening the sports bag in her luggage. She rummages around and takes an 8-sided mirror from inside. Oh, you brought the relics!
Yes, there's no telling what might happen. When I heard our destination was the demon realm.
The mirror glows in Yuka-chan's hand. It's the Genbu mirror relic handed down in her shrine for generations. The Holy Beast's power is infused in this mirror, and it reflects and repels all sorts of evil spirits.
Okay, some more notes. Korona, when she's mentioning relics, uses the term Goshintai, which literally is an object that's considered to contain the spirit of a deity. Yuka generally favors the term Jingi, which is more literally vessel of a god. So it's the same basic concept, just different terms. Genbu, meanwhile, Chinese mythology held that there are 4 beasts who rule over the 4 quadrants of the sky. Genbu is a tortoise that rules over the northern sky and is associated with defense, winter, and elemental water. I believe it's mentioned that Yuka's shrine is on the northern side of town, so that's why that is.
It doesn't compare all that well with a demon sword 10,000 years old or a demon lord with power beyond the norm, but Yuka-chan used this power to support me.
Calm down, it's okay.
Successor to the relic, the Miko of Genbu, Yuka-chan put her hand on it and spoke gently, and the mirror stopped flashing as though responding to her. Better?
Yes. It was like this from the first time I met Noel-chan, too. I'm sure it was shocked to feel the demon realm's atmosphere.
Yuka-chan gently puts the mirror back in her bag. I glanced at the contents and her usual Miko garb and head ornament, charms and short sword. Whoa, even her exorcism rod's in there. You brought all that?
There really is no telling what might happen. Better safe than sorry, right? Amano Ogawa-senpai is basically a normal human, after all. If she transformed, that would make all 3 of us, not that it can actually happen. I envy you too, Yoshiyumi-san. I'm just flesh and blood, so I can't fly through the sky, and my costume changes are by hand, too. Yet it's because art weak that knows how to protect thyself. Only the weak can master potent wards. A fool who has gained some degree of power can match not thine attitude of constant vigilance. Well, thank you.
Surrounded by 2 worried about her and 1 somehow impressed, Yuka-chan was overwhelmed. Claiming, "It's okay now, so let's go," she shouldered her sports bag. But her face was smiling a bit.
Let's go a little further. Here we have the background music of Noel's castle. It's a very classical kind of feel to it. Nice strings, harpsichord, woodwinds. Anyway.
Through the castle gate, into a corridor overlooking the courtyard. Along this corridor are arranged doorways and stairs to various places, so it's a linking passage to the castle insides. If this were your average home, it would be like the hallway you get to after coming in the entryway. But really, you've got to admit, the scale of it is all different. Pillars and walls with elaborate engravings, stained glass that makes me sigh with every one I see. Accumulated years on top of the luxurious construction complete the beautifully harmonized look. Not too clean or too neglected, even this slight dustiness adds to the feel. But more than that, it had a mysterious coziness. Not that you'd often hear of a demon lord's castle being called snug. Though obviously constructed, it's perfectly natural and harmonious. It's a lot like what I felt in Yuka-chan's home. And
yeah, Korona started to say something there.
Come to think of it, Asiris knows a lot about architecture.
But then gets cut off by this. Let's see, this is the chief of the castle maids, as you may have guessed by her appearance and hanging upside down. She is a vampire. And as a hospitality type of person, let's see if I can do something that sounds hospitality-ish. Greetings, welcome to Castle Beelzebub.
Whoa!
Yeah. Excuse me, did I startle you? My name is Raim, and I serve as a maid in this castle. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Holding the hem of her apron dress, the maid bows courteously. That I was drawn into drawing back without thinking about it, or that there are wings in her back, those things hardly bother me now. The problem was under her apron dress and skirt. Not the black stockings covering her long, slender legs or her stylish leather shoes. Below them. Or should that be above? What spread out there was the corridor ceiling. Why, how come she's standing upside down?
Anyway, additional notes. Raim is a less common spelling of the demon Raum, R-A-U-M. There's a list of demons we find later that refers to Raim of the Black Wings, although obviously these are not black, but same concept as black chocobos in Final Fantasy series. It's not black, but just much darker than the usual color. Similarly, Raim has a manner of speaking that is exceptionally polite, which you'd expect from a service sector kind of thing, although she does seem to have a bit of a mischievous streak. I also often translate her as saying we rather than I when the subject is ambiguous, because she will fairly often speak as a representative of the castle's hospitality rather than as an individual, so it makes sense to me to her to say we as in the castle in general, greeting you, giving you your welcome, etc. She is a vampire. Off do they walk the ceiling as do bats. Raim, guide the guests to their rooms. Certainly. I shall carry your luggage.
Raim Sen released waves of magic energy as she bowed. At the same time, our bags grew light as balloons and floated into the air.
What?
Be at ease. I simply lifted your luggage by manipulating gravity.
Manipulating gravity? Oh, I see. That explains what didn't seem quite right. Being a vampire might let you walk on the ceiling, but I thought it was strange that even your hair and clothing defied gravity.
Oh, come to think of it, she's right. Normally such long hair would hang down and her apron dress would flip up too, and then... Whoa, I didn't mean to imagine it happening.
You guessed correctly. I have inverted the gravity around myself to keep my outfit in order. Oh, yes, you must be Yoshiyumi-sama. Bella speaks of you constantly. Bella-chan's... she's here, right? Yes, we have her waiting in your rooms. I shall escort you there at once. But first, Amanaga-sama? Yes? My apologies, but your baggage is repelling my magical power and will not float. Oh, I'm sorry. If I may make an assumption as to what is inside, we find holy power to be objectionable. We would request that you avoid walking around with it whenever at all possible. We assure you that you are safe within the castle. I understand. Okay, I think this is a good point to stop for now, so I'll put down the save. This has been Arafellin playing Magical Bringer Korona the movie. Come back next time and we'll get the tour of Noel's castle. Hope to see you then.